Previously on the Anime Review Guy. The Anime Review Guy comes to grips with the loss of something very tragic to him.
What do you mean all my videos got taken down from YouTube?
He learns a terrible secret about his past.
How did Icky Toast get a second season? The first season didn't make any sense. Oh wait, boobs.
And he discovers something that could change everything.
Hey, Chii, where are you? Chii? Oh, well what's with this pre-recorded message that happens to be on my bed? I'll just play it.
Hello. You don't know me, but I know you.
I know you. You're Dark. I established that at the end of the last review.
I want to play a game.
Yeah, fine, okay. And I'm supposed to learn something from all this, like not to date computer chicks, is that it?
No, not at all. I just wanted to establish a motive for you to play my game.
Oh, okay. So I have to beat it, and then I get Chii back, and if I don't...
Then you will never see her again.
Well, game on then.
Almost another day.
DNAngel on PS2, a real throwback to something mysterious and unexpected. Gameplay. I've saved this one for last for a very specific reason. It's good. So, let's move forward and try to win through stubborn perseverance and a hope for the future. First of all, check out the opening. This is what the opening to DNAngel would be like if it was planned out by the Rave Committee of Japan. I mean, holy cow, obviously the anime opening wasn't good enough for those hardcore fans, so they used some low-res JPEG images and a disco beat. Every time I see it, it's like, wow. Just, wow. After you lost that 3 minutes of your life, you're onto the message to sit away from the flickering lights, you idiot, and then onto the game. Text in the game automatically goes forward at the same rate as the voice acting, so you can sit there and enjoy it like one of those comic book DVDs. That is, if you know what the heck they're talking about. If not, you can skip through the text as normal, and the game skip button is holding the square button. Regardless of how you want to play through these text parts, the game's got you covered. Now I guess you would want to know what the story of the series is so you can kind of come to grips with what's going on in the game, right? Well, that's trickier to explain than you would think, since I'm not exactly sure where in the series this game falls. All the characters that are bumped into during the course of the anime are there at the start of the game, and I'm not sure if it takes place in the same timeline as the series or whether it's one of those separate take it with a grain of salt things like the Dragon Ball movies. What's shared is the basic idea though, so let's just quickly go over that. You play as the main protagonist in the series, Daisuke Niwa, a 14-year-old who's head over heels for his classmate Risa Harada. Unfortunately, she doesn't give two poops about him and exploits his kindness like the scoundrel that she is. That all changes, however, when Daisuke gains the ability to turn into the legendary phantom thief called Dark. He now has to steal random artworks while keeping his new secret identity from Risa, who is now in love with Dark. Meanwhile, Dark fights off Crad, his evil alter ego in white, while stealing more stuff of not recognizable value as Daisuke goes around his normal high school life. Very light on the details there, but you wanted the plot, there you go. As for what you're doing most of the time, the game is split into two types of interactions. Chibi overhead Daisuke talking to people, and Chibi Dark trying to uncover cryptic puzzles while dodging guards. First, let's talk about the main hub, which is the on-screen at all times thing. Top left corner has your basic stats, personality bar, and your health bar at a maximum of 8 hearts. I have no idea what it means if you're more in the red or the purple on the personality bar, and it may have something to do with what girl you end up with in the end. I'm just going to assume I want more red than purple, since I know that Daisuke is going to want to end up with the girl that he wants to end up with, so we'll just give him the best chance. I'll keep him ahead of the curve, don't you worry. As the game opens, you'll be introduced to the first kind of gameplay, the one you will be spending most of your time on, the dark kind. The general gist of these areas is to steal an artifact which has been protected by numerous traps, be they dropping floors, automatically locking doors with giant concrete animals, or plain old boring everyday security guards. This first area is rather a breeze, although your controls can kinda get to you. If you're trying to point Dark in the right direction, he kinda goes all over the place, so just go with it. Just avoid some guards, avoid some lasers, and push 2 buttons on the keypad and you're home free. It's just to introduce you to the game right now, but don't worry, it gets a whole lot more puzzling soon. After that whole debacle, you can enjoy the introduction to the story and the characters before heading off to school, and the second type of gameplay, Daisuke nosing into everyone's business gameplay. You'll have the opportunity in these scenes to interact with 2 out of 3 or 4 characters presented and engage them in texticuffs. You'll either get just a normal text box conversation, automatic changes to your personality depending on who you talk to, or an option box which will change your personality level depending on your answer. It all seems rather pointless really, since your personality can waver at the drop of a hat, and there's no ill effect on how much of one side you have over the other. And there are items that change your personality if you really don't want one over the other. It's a fan service. You want to chat to the girls, and I respect that. But let's actually get back to the thieving. After something like half an hour of text, it's time to move on to the first mission. Steal some random junk from a 3-story mansion museum. I think it's the same place where we had the tutorial and where we were stopped by Crad, so it's time for round 2. Of course you're going to have a disadvantage not being able to read any hints that are given, but why should that make it any harder? You'll encounter a few different obstacles, including locating replacement keys to take real keys to the doors, a timed puzzle to locate obvious paper, and the usual traps which can be deactivated or removed over the natural progression of the level. It's a standard deal of there's like one door that opens, and in that room is a key or card key that opens other doors, or several, which lead to other keys, and so on. Eventually you'll come across rather simple puzzles like matching button colours to that of paintings of a rainbow, and taking stones and placing them in statues to retrieve other stones to put them in other statues. It took me a while to figure out how to open this red box. How was I supposed to know? You need a purple key to open the red box. Of course, what am I, an idiot? Eventually, after lots of trial and error, I got to open the door I heard Risa behind, went outside, and that was it. I guess I won. And I guess it's time for more Daisuke joking around levels. From what I can tell, there is at least 3 levels in this game, most likely more. The second involves much more complicated and creative answers to puzzles, while the third involves the Harada twins somehow, and may play into your personality bar a bit, as to which you interact with. Why am I telling you this instead of showing it to you? Because I can't finish it. Sorry, I tried, but I just can't. I've gotten to a door in the second area I just can't get past. It's another mansion, looks like a castle now with 2 pillars that go up to the 6th floor. Basically, I had to find a shaft, arrowheads, crossbow, and a rope, and shoot across a laser system to reach a spinning puzzle. Once I solved that, I got half a gold thing. Then I had to search for the other half by overloading a fuse box and stealing some security guard clothing. You would think I could just put on the security clothing and sneak around, but no, Dirk has to be all hardcore about it, and not put it on until it's absolutely necessary or the story allows him to. I got the whole gold thing, I found the security password to enter into the computer, which gave me a door access to the other card keys, which paved me the way to other doors, and now I'm stuck in the guard nap time room. I seriously have no clue what to do, but I have a pretty good idea what I'll be doing for the rest of this game. Opening more doors into other confrontations with Crad, to the classroom, to more Daisuke moping around until he finally get to another giant ass building, which will be even more cryptic! I think you guys get the basic idea though, right? This is basically what you'll be up to over the course of the game. Yet I'm a little disappointed that this is the one that bested me. Who would have thought DNAngel could spawn a relatively serious puzzle game? It's probably the best I could have hoped for, and the fact that it actually has legitimate interaction and isn't just pressing circle consistently while hoping not to be stabbed is great. It can drag with the long text discussions, but they can be easily skipped, and most text is voice acted. It's rare to find a game that adds to the experience of the anime, and this one definitely does it. I would say if you're a fan of this series, totally check it out, and if you're a puzzle gamer, go ahead and be the first English-speaking person to beat it, and finish that incomplete walkthrough online so some of the rest of us can.
finish it?
Yes, of course.
Liar. My dark feather powers inform me of your deceitful nature.
Oh, come on, I beat like a third of it.
So you want a third of Chii back?
Do I get to choose which third?
Okay, look. I'll give you one last chance. She's kept at Cosmic Comics. You have 20 minutes to get there, or she will explode.
20 minutes to get there. What is this, a scene from Batman or something?
I thought you were Batman.
Oh yeah, one last thing guys, before I totally forget. This is the cover for DNAngel. There's one thing about this when I got it that kind of concerned me. If you open it up, and you get the disc, the cover, but you got this. It's like a playing card, or just a card for one of those card games, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or one of those jazz. But I know that's not very clear. Yeah, it's crowd embracing dark. I think they're trying to spread their yaoi fandom on us. Yeah, so don't be afraid of a little gay time when you're after DNAngel. I just concerned myself for having played that game.